today we're on our comic quad chairlift, which, takes you up to the highest vertical in Pennsylvania, 1,082 feet. But this season, we're excited for a lot of things. We made big investments in snowmaking this year, $2 million.
Taking Pocono Mountains podcast to new heights with Chairlift Chats. Hi, everyone. I'm Jim Hamill with the 29th episode of Season 3, where we anticipate the opening of ski and snowboard season. Ever since the launch of this podcast nearly 3 years ago, I've often thought, Jim, wouldn't it be fun to have a podcast chat while heading up the mountain at one of our 6 ski resorts? Well, we finally embarked on that, and I hope to keep doing it over the coming ski season with Chairlift Chats, a special series of podcasts starting with Blue Mountain Resort in Palmerton. The crew hopes to be open as soon as December 1st, weather dependent. Blue started making snow this week and is now targeting a 1st of December opening. Either way, the mountain has invested heavily in snowmaking this season and in new lifts last season, making it a perfect place to kick off Chairlift Chats. More on that in a bit. The Poconos is a year-round destination for millions, with 2,400 square miles of mountains, forests, lakes, and rivers. With historic downtowns and iconic family resorts, it's the perfect getaway. You can always find out more on PoconoMountains.com or watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network, streaming live 24/7. Plus, we've got an Apple TV app, an Android TV app, plenty more apps out there, including Roku and Fire TV, and always streaming at PoconoTelevision.com. Now back to the episode. Ashley Sire has been our go-to at Blue Mountain for years now. She is heavily involved in the day-to-day promotions of the huge ski, snowboard, and snow tube destination in Carbon County. Blue has the biggest snow tube park in the country. And since Ashley and I last spoke on the ride up the mountain, the hope now is to blow enough snow to open the start of December. Not Black Friday, unfortunately. Of course, keep watch to see which day Blue opens. But Ashley gives us the lowdown on the season ahead as we go way up and down on the chairlift. Enjoy. Hey everyone, it's Jim Hamill with Pocono Television Network and Pocono Mountains podcast here for our inaugural Chairlift Chats of the season here. We are heading into winter, and that means ski and snowboard season and snow tubing season at many of our 6 resorts all across the Pocono Mountains, and we are at Blue Mountain Resort, one of the biggest ones we have here, with trails, with facilities, and especially with some of the coolest people I know. Ashley Sire is here sitting on the chairlift with me. We're about to head up the mountain. Ashley, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming out today.
It's a beautiful day here just in November, but we're looking forward to a lot of snow this season that both you guys can make and hopefully Mother Nature will provide. So without further ado, let's head on up. There we go. So I wanted to kind of think about how we can best share with our viewers and our listeners what it's like to be on the mountain and looking forward to the season ahead. And you eat, sleep, breathe, this whole huge attraction in the Pocono Mountains. Tell me what you guys are looking forward to the most this season.
Yeah, so, today we're on our comic quad chairlift, which, takes you up to the highest vertical in Pennsylvania, 1,082 feet. But this season, we're excited for a lot of things. We made big investments in snowmaking this year, $2 million, and it's really to combat Mother Nature. So, whatever she decides to do, if she brings us snow, if she doesn't, our snowmakers are prepared to make it happen either way.
And really, you guys have this beautiful setting here where you could see for miles around, especially from the top of this mountain. Tell me what it is to kind of have this location here that's close in proximity to Philly, New York, and a lot of other metros, but obviously, too, just have this long history of having a great place for people to come and snowboard and ski.
Yeah, this location couldn't be any better, right? The Pocono Mountains, just 90 minutes outside of Philadelphia, 90 minutes outside of New York City. It doesn't get much better than that for convenience for skiing. We're home to 40 trails here, the highest vertical in Pennsylvania, and the only FIS-certified race hill in the Mid-Atlantic region.
You guys had some new lifts go in last year, right?
We did. We put in our Main Street Express. It's a 6-seater lift. It replaced 2 of our double chairs. It gets you to the top of the mountain in record time, and it's been really great to open up the east side of the mountain to access more trails and get over to our Summit Lodge.
And that Summit Lodge also has the views. Oh my gosh, it's a gorgeous spot to après ski, to learn to ski too, because you guys do have that kind of ability here, right? I just kind of looked at the season ahead, and that's one of the things you guys take a lot of pride in, is teaching people how to ski here. Right?
We do, yeah. We have an amazing learning center, award-winning. We have a lot of instructors that are actually dual discipline. They can teach you how to ski, they can teach you how to snowboard, and that's really great for our family and friends lesson, because if you have a mixed group of skiers and snowboarders, you're going to stay together, learn together, and have a great time on the mountain.
Man, and so this year too, you have some new snowmaking, like you said. That's to combat Mother Nature. But as soon as the temps get cold enough here, and you're looking at a Black Friday opening, hopefully at this point, but you can make snow when it's cold enough, and that technology allows that to happen. So tell me a little bit more about that investment for people who are season pass holders.
Yeah, so what's pretty amazing about our snowmaking system is it's one of the largest in the country, but it's also the most efficient. So the new guns that we put in, a typical snow gun takes about 500 CFM of air. These only take 33. So when we get those snowmaking windows, we can just blast out more snow than anyone really in the region and get as much terrain open as possible to really take advantage of those weather windows.
That's amazing. This is gorgeous out here, right? Like we're moving quickly up the mountain. It's a long enough chairlift ride to have a chat. And I think that's why I thought this might maybe be a great idea, not just to speak with you folks who know these mountains in and out from, a marketing standpoint and an operation standpoint, but eventually want to loop in all those people who love to come here. You guys are so hospitable to people of all ages, people who are learning and experienced. So tell me, just what that means to be part of the ski industry here.
Yeah, so the one great thing about Blue Mountain is it's really for anyone. If you've never skied before, we have great programs to get you out here on the mountain and enjoying winter. And if you're an expert, we have some of the best trails in the region to, challenge your skills and give you those thrills on the mountain.
And Train Park too, right? For those who want to really, do some pretty epic, jump
epic
there.
Stuff out there. Yeah, we actually have 6 train parks. One is fully built on a top to bottom trail. And we have smaller train parks too, if you're looking to learn those jumps, hit some, in-ground box rails, and really start to sharpen your skills.
What I really love too is the way in which you guys are honoring this legacy of Barb Green here. Tell me about Barb's way.
Yeah, so Barb's. So a little bit about, the Tuthill family. Barb's father actually started the mountain.
Okay.
Back then it was Little Gap Ski Area, and it, evolved into what Blue Mountain Resort is today. Barb has been our longtime CEO. She retired last year, and she's enjoying, being a grandparent and all that fun stuff, getting some more ski days in. So we're actually honoring her by renaming a trail Barb's Way.
Oh, Barb's Way is another way to kind of give back to that lasting legacy then of the family. And what she's done for this area too, you guys have this, future now that's kind of charted by this overall ownership, both with Camelback and here too. So a lot of people can take advantage of different ski passes too, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're now a part of KSL Resorts, which also owns our sister property, Camelback Resort. They've made a lot of big investments in the mountain. They're really great ski people. And, that comes with a lot of opportunities. So as an all-access season pass holder, you can add on access to Camelback and ski both properties. And also, if you're an employee, it's really great because you get free access to both mountains.
Yeah. I love that. So people can follow you guys, and learn exactly what the opening date is. Still targeted November 24th for this season. Of course, this will air on Pocono Mountains podcast and lead up to. But if there does need to be any pushbacks, hopefully, it's not terribly long because people are looking, especially after last year, to get out and make this a great season here, both with natural snow and, man-made snow.
Yeah. When I tell you we're watching the weather around the clock, that is true. We never stop. So whenever Mother Nature brings that window, we're going to, take most advantage of it and hopefully get open for you guys by Black Friday.
Black Friday. I'm game. I'm going to be here as much as I humanly can. I love to ski, and we did this segment a while back, and I think you knew we were doing it, and it was we ended here with the 6 ski resorts in one day.
Yeah, that's a heck of a challenge. Yeah,
it really was. We were a little bit wiped at the end of the day. Our videographer Tom was a little bit spent. He was putting his boots on and off at every one of those mountains, and we did it all within the waking hours that you guys operate here, both from Ski Big Bear all the way down through the full 6 resorts, ending here at Blue Mountain. And it was such a lovely time here. But I also want to, while we have this and we're coming up to the top of the lift here, kind of get a perspective from you on just what it is you love about, this area too. You guys have we have a 4-season destination here, but tell me a little bit about what it is you like to do because, you live, work, and play here.
Yeah. What's amazing about the Pocono Mountains in general is there's just so much to do here. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful scenery. If you're an outdoors lover, there's a lot to do. If you're an indoors lover, whether it be indoor water parks, shopping, any of that good stuff, there's just a ton of opportunity in this area.
It really is. I think about this area down here, you've got Jim Thorpe as a small town, and you can kind of complement your weekend stay or your week-long stay with, the skiing and snow tubing and snowboarding that exists here, but then obviously too, the culture, the arts, the fine dining, and some of the train excursions that happen there too. So all those things really work together in the region, don't they?
Absolutely. There's really something for everyone here.
All right, so we've made it to the top of this lift. Which lift are we on right now?
We're on the Comet Chairlift right now.
Comet Chairlift, and now turning and going down, which won't happen during the ski season, but we're looking out here, and this is one of the most spectacular views we could see for miles upon miles, Ashley. It looks gorgeous out there. Obviously, fall foliage season has passed, but now looking down on this spectacular view, this is what, we have so special here in the Pocono Mountains. And then you have one of the best, world-class snow tubing parks here too.
Yes, yeah. So we're actually home to the largest snow tubing park in the United States. This year we'll have up to 55 lanes going, which is pretty amazing. This year we've also expanded our Sonic snow tubing experience, which is a nighttime light and music show, onto our second hill. So you'll have 2 hills of, these neon lights and music pumping. It's a really awesome experience.
It's gorgeous up here. You think about all those snow tubing opportunities. So that's people of all ages. It doesn't matter, if you like to, go downhill on the tubes, or if you like to go downhill on the skis. This place really has a lot, and food and beverage opportunities too.
Yeah, so we have some new exciting food and beverage for this season as well. We'll have La Colombe coffee, which is a favorite of a lot of people to get you going in that morning of, you might have made the long drive here or you're looking to warm up. We're also doing a wood-fired pizza and pub, which we're really excited about. Pretty unique to our mountain, we're going to do a beers and broths on Burma. So it's going to be a mid-mountain eatery right on the snow. So, if you're skiing or snowboarding down past it, you can stop, grab a beverage, grab a brat, and, take a break mid-mountain and really soak those views in.
So where can people find out more? I want to send people to your website to, follow you on social media, because a lot of updates that you want to give throughout the season will come from there, right?
Yeah, so, we're really active on social media. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest updates. And also always check skibluemt.com. That's where you're going to find our condition reports, any updates for the season, a lot of information there.
We're really enjoying, I think, the viewscape from up here. You can certainly think about what amount of hard work goes into this too. You guys have a huge number of staff members who make this happen each and every year, don't you?
We do, yeah. In the winter season, we have 1,200 staff members. In the summer, we go down to about 400. So really a large seasonal uptick, and we're actually still hiring, especially for food and beverage, lift operations, positions like that.
Wow. So definitely one of the more friendly places. All the places in the Poconos where you head out for the winter sports are amazing. And Blue Mountain really has that. I think it's really accessible from, a lot of the different kind of main thoroughfares, the interstates, and that's what really kind of draws, I think, a lot of people here. But you guys can accommodate a lot of people, right, too? That's kind of building the capacity that you've tried to do over the years.
Yeah, we're always looking to expand capacity, of course. Our new lift, Main Street Express, really helped with that to move you up the mountain quicker and cut down on those lines. Nobody wants to wait in line. You want to ski, right? So that's always our goal, is to keep people moving.
And that's the Main Street Express, right? That's a pretty quick one.
It is. It's about 8 minutes from bottom to top. Yeah.
Wow. So we didn't want to choose that one for the chairlift chat. There also would have been a very truncated chat right there for our listeners and our viewers. It's really been great to come up here. Looking forward to maybe catching some other riders here in the coming months, to talk about what it is that makes their enjoyment level so special here at Blue and different Pocono area resorts. Anything you want to leave our listeners with here before we finalize our journey on the chairlift here?
One thing that's really exciting about Blue is you can come here any season. We have a lot of activities throughout the summer: downhill mountain biking, ropes courses, zip lines, and of course, best known for our winter fun.
You are, that's for sure. Ashley Sire here of Blue Mountain Resort, part of the KSL family, including Camelback as well. We'll have to hit up those folks as well for one of these chairlift chats in the near future. But thanks for doing this for our inaugural journey on the chairlift chats, a part of Pocono Mountains podcast and overall the Pocono Television Network. I'm looking forward to, strapping on the boots, getting the skis going, and making sure we get out here to enjoy a great winter in the Poconos, because whether or not Mother Nature supplies a lot of snow, and there are forecasts that kind of show we could get a lot of snow, you guys are definitely prepared to make snow when we need to. So awesome. Ashley, thank you again for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Blue Mountain Resort, one of 6 ski resorts in the Pocono Mountains with big plans for the season ahead. Head to PoconoSki.com for daily updates on hitting the slopes this year. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. We'll have a new episode each week highlighting lots of the fun things you can experience while you're visiting the Poconos. Subscribe to Pocono Mountains Podcast and leave a review and or comment on whatever platform you listen.
If you want to learn to ski and board, the Pocono Mountains has it all. Our ski resorts have the latest ski and snowboard rentals. Plus, the instructors are top-notch.
But if you like to enjoy food, drinks, and skiing, our resorts will make your trip one to remember.
Now's the time for you and your family to learn to ski. Go to PoconoSki.com.
We're back. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm Jim Hamill. Now for a Pocono Mountains Podcast Extra. We went snowshoeing with the folks at NatureFi a year ago. Here's a look back with Brianna as we get ready for the snow to fly. Enjoy.
When you think of winter fun in the Poconos, skiing, snowboarding, and snow tubing probably come to mind. But today, we're hitting the fresh snow for a different activity. Come along.
So to start, you need to have a really warm and insulated boot, a good warm jacket, and a hat. Ski gloves.
You're going to step right into here, and you're going to put it as far forward as you can.
That feels good.
And then it's basically just like tying a shoe.
So here today at Shawnee Inn, this is really flat terrain. This is a great experience for a family or for someone who is a beginner. It's really level. You don't have a lot of hills here, so it's a great experience for anyone.
We were just a bunch of girlfriends looking for different activities to do. So we had done horseback riding and we had done snow tubing, and some of us ski, but some of us don't. So we were trying to find an activity that we could all do outdoor together. And so we were calling around and we couldn't find anywhere that had the snowshoes. And we really wanted to try it. So we went about an hour and a half away, and they only had 2 pairs, so just 2 of us went, but we absolutely loved it. And we knew that we had to bring it right to the Poconos.
We love so much when people come back from their trail experience and they say, oh my gosh, we've had the best time. I love when people are just out in nature, they get to experience this beautiful earth. It's completely fulfilling.
We're able to take you places that you wouldn't normally be able to go because of the snow. There's all these trails that people use that are hiking in the summer and spring and fall, and now we can take you there and you can see it at this time of year. So it absolutely is something for everyone. We also have where we come to Shawnee, and you can snowshoe along the river. We have packages with Shawnee, so you can do a hot chocolate and a fire pit. You can also rent our snowshoes and go to any place in the Poconos. We have so many trails laid out, no matter what your level is. We really try to make it an experience and a day that you'll remember.
After spending time on the trails at Shawnee Inn, we end the experience with some food and drinks here at the nearby Gem and Keystone. Now, NatureFi offers snowshoeing as long as there's snow on the ground. Plus, it's a year-round company with activities like meditation walks, yoga, and picnics. For the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strunk. Cheers.
NatureFi and Blue Mountain Resort, 2 of the very best experiences among many this winter season right here in the Poconos. We hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please remember to subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Come visit us in the Pocono Mountains. Plan your trip today.